Hello and welcome back to another Saturday morning coffee episode. Today we're actually drinking hot coffee. We're breaking the summer tradition. I'm out of iced coffee right now, and I'm using my homemade pumpkin spice syrup, which leads me to our first topic of today. I made my first cooking video, and I was very excited about it. It was a lot of fun, but also a total pain in the ass. I made pumpkin spice syrup. Mostly because of our conversation from last week about talking about how it's the only reason you'll catch me holding a Starbucks cup, and I just wanted to have one on hand. So I went ahead and made it, and then, man, I tell you, I only have one camera, and so there were like three different angles I needed. There was the stove, the preparation table, and then there was like the facing me. You could see my face for talking and trying things. And dear Lord, of for a 15-minute clip, I had about 46 minutes of footage, and so I need it was all the camera movement, like setting up and taking down the camera, and then moving it to a next place, and then I recorded the whole cooking process, the whole simmering process, because I didn't know if I was going to use that footage for anything. I ended up not, so there is some wasted time there, about 15 minutes of it. So I'd say actually I had about 15 minutes of setting up and taking down, moving over, and so I definitely know that cooking videos are not so easy doing it the way I want to do it, which is heavily inspired by Bon Appetit. I love their cooking videos. I have been watching them for years, and so that's the kind of style that I wanted to do my cooking videos, but to continue doing it, man, I really need a second camera or figure out something. But I am thrilled that I actually got my first cooking video. I've thought about and talked about it for so long, and it's not a great high camera resolution. I'm using my phone actually for the camera, and there's an app that I use that just plugs into OBS, which is how I'm doing all my recording. And to pay for you can pay to get a higher resolution without a watermark. And I wanted to test a few YouTube videos out before I did that, and I've tested 3 YouTube videos out now. So that means I'm definitely going to be paying for the higher resolution. But I'm so excited. The other 2 YouTube videos, I did a 2 best friends play and another VOD for opening up Lorcana Lorcana cards and some boxes and stuff. So all 3 of those videos are now on YouTube. And the 2 best friends is going to be a VOD series. They happen live on Twitch, and then I put them up on YouTube. And it's just me and my best man playing some games, riffing on each other, and just trying to have a good fun time with whoever happens to join in. And so I'm pretty excited about it. Eli is a great guy. It's one of those situations where it's like, 2 freshmen got thrown into the same dorm room, and because of a computer algorithm, and now they're the best men for each other's wedding. It's similar to that situation, not exactly, but we're the best of friends, and I couldn't imagine life without Eli. So we've both tried to stream in the past, and to know like real success or heavy commitment by either of us, but so we're both familiar with how to run on Twitch, but we're going to be trying to do that. That's not going to be like super frequent. I think maybe like once a week or once every 2 weeks we'll try to do one of those, just because video at this point, streaming is not a core part of my content plan. It's making podcast episodes and doing different kinds of YouTube videos. That's where I want to focus right now, but I still want to do a little bit of Twitch because it's fun to just get out there and random strangers join in and give their opinions on things. So anyways, looking at how I produce content, hold up. Looking at how I produce or my output of content, you guys have seen that most of the time it's like Saturday morning coffee, and then occasionally I'm gonna have a Wednesday episode or like a Friday Saturday, and then whatever. And then now I've been throwing out some YouTube videos, but all 3 YouTube videos were in a 1 week period. Now I think this perfectly represents me. I have a consistent high level of production, but I have peaks and valleys when it comes to actual output. And so I'm constantly making something. I'm constantly researching. I'm constantly prepping or recording. That's always at a high level. But it ends up that I have this massive list of projects that are open. And some weeks I'll get I'll get 3 YouTube videos and 2 podcast episodes out. And then some weeks it's just 1 podcast episode out. Now I could just during those peaks, spread them out, spread the releases out. But it's a lot of times it's I gotta get this out now. It makes more sense to get it out now than it does spreading it out, and that's my problem. But this perfect representation of me constantly working on a whole lot of things, and then randomly, I've got 10 projects done, and then you don't hear from me for 2 months, and then it's another 6 projects done, something like that. So, God, it is my problem. I don't know if it needs fixing. I wouldn't even know how to fix it. I'm just a mess sometimes. But I wish this was the most exciting news you would hear all week. I know it's not, but it was for me. Heroscape is back. This is a a tabletop war game where you put together a map, Lego style, of these hexagons. You have a single hexagon, a tri-hexagon, and then you have a hexagon. So it's 7 of the hexagons, 6 on the outside, 1 in the middle, and you can just construct a map. And you got these little armies that you just drop down, and it's just a war game, so you're just taking each other out. Sometimes there's a goal. But I had this game as a child, and then it went out of print, and I love the game. I had very, very little understanding of how to actually play as a child, but I still played with it constantly as a kid with my brother, and then we just kind of stopped, and then, like I said, the game went out of print, and then Hasbro released a new set called Age of Annihilation, within the last couple weeks. So I picked up a master set last weekend, and it immediately went home, opened it up, built the first map, convinced Faith to play. She kind of liked it, which is great news. But it was like a flood of happiness, childhood nostalgia memories come sweeping in. So basically what this game is, you set up this map with these different figures, with these different map tiles, and you also have you have sand, water, rock and grass tiles to all affect the different kinds of terrain. You build up this map, and then you place your figures down. You can either play like a scenario that tells you like which characters to play, or you can like draft your army. It also tells you like what the objective might be. For instance, one of the first scenario's objective is each team has a banner. First person to desecrate the other person's banner wins the game. Or you could take out all of your opponent and win that way. So I lost my first game. Faith kicked my ass. I started off strong, came in, swept, took out one of her strongest guys, and then I never won a single fight after that. But all these character cards, they've got the typical like movement, line of sight, range, attack, defense, whatever. And there's like 2 different versions, which I really appreciate this about Heroscape. You have the basic game version, which is just straight up, here's the character, and then here's their like movement, range, attack, defense. And then you have the master version, which is the actual full game with all sorts of different like character abilities and like a number of nuances to everything. And so far I've only been able to play the basic game. I have not been able to switch to the master set, but I just I want to play this with absolutely everyone. They haven't started organized play yet, but they already have plans for a national tournament and regionals, and they have an organized play system set up for local game stores. God damn it. As if I didn't need both a TCG and an active war game to suck up my limited discretionary funds in a month, right? But, oh, man, I'm so excited about this game. It's so fun. So far, I've only bought the master set. But we all know with me that that's not going to stay limited to that. And so I'm trying my best. They're going to have, like, terrain expansions and, like, character expansions. I'm going to try my best to only buy the character expansions. And play with those, and then that saves me actually quite a bit of money because somehow the terrain is more expensive, probably because they come painted. But this leads me to another thing. I was so damn excited. I have just combed through Heroscape's entire website to learn everything I can about the future of the game, its potentials and everything. And that's when I came across an affiliate program. And I naturally applied because I was like, oh, let's see if I can get in. You know, Alcove has starting to get some decent amount of listeners. Let's see what they think. And it took a few days. They got back to me yesterday. And I am officially a member of the affiliate. And so this is, I think you can get the idea from me that I am actually a true fan and not someone just trying to shelf something. So I ask you this with all my heart. If you were going to buy this game, please buy with my affiliate link so that you can help fund my love for this game. Every set you buy from me means another set that I could then buy. And Lord knows what the amount of money I'm going to be spending on this game. I could use every bit of discount they're going to give me. So I'm going to be including that in the link. And then I'm also going to do a series of YouTube videos on the game. I tried looking around for other content creators doing Heroscape. It's definitely an under-tapped market, which has me worried that there's like not a lot of people interested in it, or it could be that the Venn diagram of Heroscape lovers and content creators is just like not touching, you know, like there's no overlap. That could be it. But so far there's just nothing out there on YouTube for me to be looking at. And so I'm kind of bummed about that, but kind of like looking at it as, ooh, that's an exciting opportunity for me to then try and see like what I could, you know, put out. So I'm going to do a series of Heroscape videos with the new stuff I've got. I have no idea how to do it. I should probably look at other wargaming YouTube channels and see how they do it. But I would imagine like talking about how to build the maps, because there's very specific ways you're supposed to build the map. And I found the instructions a little confusing. And then also talking about the different characters. But anyways, all is to say, I am so damn excited about Heroscape, and I could honestly talk about this for another 20-25 minutes at this point, off the cuff. But I don't want to bore you. So maybe we should just move on to the next thing I have to say, which is a boomer hour rant. It's been a little while since I had one of these. I would like to complain today about Facebook. And that's about all the boomer you need from me. But here's my problem. I'm scrolling through Facebook and I'm noticing all these people that I've definitely never sent a friend request to, let alone approved a friend request, or got a notification that a friend request has been approved between us. And all of a sudden, I'm getting all these weird posts on my wall, and I have to use Facebook because it's where I can see a lot of pictures of like some family, and then it's also unfortunately where my fraternity does a lot of its business. Is on Facebook, and dear God, I wish I could just delete the Facebook group because it is so it's not worth it. It's not worth the headache. Anyways, I swear to God, Facebook is approving friend requests or even sending friend requests without me taking any action to do so. And it's pissing me off. Because I'm ending up with all these people, and I don't know who this is. I don't know why we're friends. What the hell's going on? And it's happened a lot. Like, not just like, oh, like, especially on TikTok, you're like, if you scroll on the right side, you can accidentally hit that subscribe option or follow pretty easily on TikTok. But it's to such a frequency on Facebook, and also that I've never gotten a notification about a friend request approved, because it's not pages, it's like actual people. And so I'm like, finally I got so fed up with it. I'm like, okay. And I started thinking about this. I was like, what is going on? And I Googled it, and it turns out, now this is a year ago, but there was an update by Facebook. There's a bunch of articles on this where Facebook was automatically sending friend requests to people's pages that you were viewing. So you didn't have to like any of their content. You didn't have to send them a friend request. Facebook would just accidentally send it whenever you visited that person's page. I can imagine the drama that must have caused. Anyways, that was from a year ago. But my issue has been like maybe the last like month or two. So I don't know if it's like a new update is causing the same thing. But it's happening to my account, and it's driving me crazy because I don't know any of these people. I definitely don't care to be friends with these people. So now it's just like even more reason for me to get rid of Facebook, and it's just driving me crazy. Anyways, I just needed a boomer hour rant about this. So Facebook sucks. Yeah. Boomers. I meant to talk about this at the top of the hour, but I had a follow-up. Last week, I talked about clearing out my emails and how good it felt. Well, I am proud to say that I went from almost 500 emails to just 25. I got about 24, maybe 23 emails, and goddamn, it feels good. And it is literally just down to a couple. I have like this like Scooby-Doo project that I got invited into, and I got 3 emails from them that I need to work through. That's an unreleased thing. And then I got like 2 projects I'm helping plan. I've got an email chain for those. So it's like things that are like active and ongoing and things that like, need my attention. But now I can see all my emails on one screen. I got 25 emails. That's it. Oh, God, it feels so good. The amount of stress that takes off of me, because now I know for sure I'm not missing anything. Before I was like, oh fuck, I know that I've got emails in here that I like haven't paid attention to, that I'm sure I need to respond to. Anyways, everything's been offloaded. All the files have been uploaded to the Google Drive that I needed to be. Next up is going through my personal Google Drive and offloading all the relevant files onto the fraternity's Google Drive. And then somebody else who's been involved, he joined in the 70s, but he's been heavily involved with leadership the last 10 years. He also unloaded everything from his Google Drive onto that Google Drive. So now I have that Google Drive and my Google Drive to fully organize into the board's Google Drive. And actually kind of looking forward to it. It seems like that would be the most monotonous, boring task, but there's something about organizing digital files that is so relaxing to me and just so much of a stress reliever. And I am honestly really looking forward to this process, and I can't wait to start organizing this stuff. Oh yeah, I'm just stoked about it. So anyways, I just wanted to share this very exciting update regarding my emails. It's amazing. It's great news. I hope you're all clapping for me, because I am definitely clapping. And then to jump back one moment back to YouTube videos, I was also going to add that I forgot how much of a pain in the ass it is to upload YouTube videos, because first going through, thankfully, I need to get all of my backlog of podcast episodes onto YouTube, but the time for that is nuts. First of all, getting it from MP3 to MP4, right, in a video editing software, and then I have to add an image overlay right on top of it. So then once that's done, I then extract the video file into an MP4 so it can be uploaded to YouTube, which that alone takes like an hour per video. And then uploading it to YouTube takes another hour. So this process, I knew I was going to kick myself in the ass. But with, let's see, we're at, this is the 33rd episode of Alcove. Uploading 33 episodes to YouTube and going through that process is going to take forever. And so I'm still going to do it, but it's going to take me a while to fully get my backlog up. And my God, that is so frustrating. I don't know what to do other than just, I guess, have a full 24 hours of where I'm at my house, and I just come back, do the 5-minute process it takes, and then go through it all, and then just one after another, try to get batches done, or like one a day. I don't know. If I do one a day, it's gonna take me like 6 weeks, because meanwhile I'm gonna be producing other episodes. So turns out that's a nightmare, and I knew I was going to kick myself in the ass, but that's what I get for postponing and just ignoring a task on the to-do list. So I'm really disappointed in myself for that, but now I've got an insane amount of work coming my way for catching up on YouTube. I just wanted to share my pain there. And it's a lot of this today has been like behind the scenes stuff. I'm really enjoying doing behind the scenes talk because, again, it's kind of what I would be talking about if you came over for Saturday morning coffee, which maybe you probably wouldn't enjoy. But this is the kind of thing like I would want to talk about. So it is what it is. Last week I forgot to give my podcast recommendation. So I apologize. But this week, I would like to promote a show called Who Shat on the Floor at My Wedding. This is a hilarious comedy podcast where these brides wanted to find out who shit on the floor at their actual wedding. And so apparently the crime happened in 2018, and then they a little while later, I think it was a year or something, they started investigating their friends. And like I said, this is it's a comedy podcast, and they are just trying to figure out who could have possibly done this. And so they get another person on board to act as like the lead detective. And it's a very, very funny podcast. It's short too. It's not something that went on forever. It's only 13 episodes long. I think each episode might be about an hour, but it is the perfect driving podcast. Highly recommend it. Of course, it'll be linked in the show notes, but, this year, let's see, it was in May of this year, they started releasing season 2 of it. And season 1 came out in 2021, or 2020. Started in 2020, finished in 2021. And this new season is about a new crime. It's called The Case of the Tiny Suitcase. And they're investigating another odd crime. And it's basically someone left a Swedish case, a Swedish suitcase, I guess, a tiny little suitcase on someone's back porch, and so they're investigating it. Again, I don't think someone actually shit on the floor at their wedding, or if they did, like, I don't know. Like, I can't tell if these things actually happened or not. Regardless, though, they're absolutely hilarious. And I promise you will laugh out loud every single episode, just from its pure insanity and the concept that someone actually took a shit on the floor, in the bathroom floor of their wedding. It's insane. Anyways, highly recommend checking it out. It's only 13 episodes. It's gold, I promise. With that is all we have for today's Saturday morning coffee. Thanks for coming over. Thanks for enjoying a cup of coffee with me. Have a great day.